Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today I did my shopping haul at my local Meijer store and Aldi's. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please click the button down below. If you've already subscribed, thank you very much. I can't wait to show you the deals I got. I got some excellent deals in the meat department, a lot of markdown stuff, and I'm just excited really to show you because I was just excited to find it. I'm going to start with Meijer first. So let me turn around the camera and show you what I got up close. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I got some sweet potatoes at Meijer. They were on sale for 99 cents a pound. That was a really good price, so I went ahead and snagged those. I snagged this bag of Kettle brand potato chips, barbecue. It is marked down to $1.35. I thought maybe my son would want that for that price. And then I also got this. This is a dish towel. I thought of my mom, and you know, at $1.50, you can't beat that. I thought it was pretty. I needed some more garlic. My husband was all out of his antacid tablets, and we buy the Meijer brand. I got some Land of O'Lakes. That's the one that my husband uses. It's butter with olive oil and sea salt, and then I use the whipped salted butter. I got some more cheese, Meijer cheese, and yes, and again, this is cheaper than Aldi's. I wasn't sure if it was, but it definitely is. I needed some more cream cheese, and the 2-pack is definitely cheaper than buying one because one is $3.19 and the 2-pack is $5 something. So this is a better deal. Went ahead and bought some, if I'm pronouncing it right, Raoul's homemade fettuccine. I still haven't made my own fettuccine. I need to, but I figured I'd go ahead and snag this. Again, this is pasta that doesn't have any added B vitamins, and I really have to stay away from those. It's okay for it to be naturally in food, but I got to stay with it, you know, added. And this is an excellent brand. It was on sale. I think it was $2.59. Yeah, that's a little higher than the other stuff, but again, this stuff to me is better because it doesn't have that added stuff. Then I needed to get some more pears. I love pears, mostly during any time of the year, especially during the fall. These are Barlett pears. They were $1.99 a pound. So I went ahead and got 4. I was all out of pretty much rosemary leaves, and I use this in a lot of cooking. It's excellent on chicken. It's good on beef, etc. Just really good. Went ahead and got some more potatoes. And this week, if you bought a bag of potatoes, you got a bag of onions or another bag of potatoes for $1. So I've got the onions over here. You'll see that in a few minutes. Went ahead and got some apples. They had a bag of apples. These are Fuji. You could pick from like 5-6 different varieties for 79 cents a pound. So I figured I'd go ahead and snag that. Went ahead and got 2 paper plates. I got Meijer and then Dixie. I am doing a video and I'm comparing which is the best paper plate that we should be using. And that will be going out in the month of February. I just filmed which was the best paper napkin, and that will be going out in the month of January. So you got a couple of videos, you know, to look forward to. And then the comparing the mop cleaners, that has already been put up and it will be going out in December. If you're, you know, excited to see these comparing, I'm actually enjoying doing these videos. Then I went ahead and snagged this chocolate brownie cream pie for my daughter. They had it clearance at $5.62. The regular price for these pies is about almost $8. So I figured that was a good deal. They didn't have any more of the brownie cream pies back there, so I don't know if they were discontinuing it, but I figured my daughter might want to have a, you know, pie, and then she doesn't have to, you know, cook, etc. Needed some more yeast. I needed another cheese. I got Kraft medium cheddar. I was getting low on the bread flour again. I make my own bread, so I need to get my bread flour. I did get some green bananas here because the ones I bought at Aldi's, and you'll see that coming up, they're not real green. And I wanted some, you know, to make it, you know, last a little bit longer and not have them all rot at once. And yeah, here's the onions that I ended up getting for $1. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And then I ended up getting another salt, iodized salt. I didn't have an extra one on my shelf. So again, I'm stocking my shelf for that. And then I ended up picking up this for my husband, some beef gravy. I'm going to be making him a shepherd's pie, and I needed to get some beef gravy for him. I need to really make some homemade too as well. And then I've got some ranch dressing for the holidays and the Thousand Island. And I ended up buying 4 of these and the Dixie paper plates. So I ended up getting these for 99 cents, the salad dressing. The Dixie, I paid $5. They were regular $7. They have so many items, you can buy 5 and you get it for a certain price. And so that's why I did that. And then the Meijer saltine crackers. My husband uses these, and these were $2.49. That was the sale price, so I figured he needed more. These are good until next year. We're talking like July or August. So again, I'm stocking my shelf, so then this way, come the winter time, I won't have to go out as much. They do kind of plow the roads here, but not as well. And so again, you know, it could be icy, nasty. I want to be prepared. So I did pick this up. They had this was the last one left they had on the shelf. Keystone ground beef. It is all natural. It's just beef and salt. And it was a bit pricey. It was about $9. It is, you know, 1 pound, 2 ounces. So it would have been cheaper for me to buy beef and then to pressure, you know, can it myself. I have not really pressure canned regular ground beef. I have put it in like a spaghetti sauce and pressure canned it that way. And it seemed to be okay. I've heard stories where some of the pressure canned beef doesn't taste the same. It's a little bit different, but I do need to try some just to have extra on the shelf in case of some natural disaster, etc. So I went ahead and got that. And then I picked up this Cheerios Oat Crunch, oats and honey. I thought of my grandson. And if he can't eat it, maybe my daughter, or again, I could pass it to my mother-in-law. It's a large size, and they had it clearance for $2.70. So I can't imagine that really it would be $5. Which to me would be shocking because I sure wouldn't buy it. But at that price, I can't beat it. So here were these groceries that I have here. Now let me show you what I got behind me from Meijer as well. All right, you probably just see, oh my gosh, like a whole bunch of chickens. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried this kind of chicken. It's hard to see its name, but it's called Katie's Best Chicken. To me, it is the best tasting chicken that Meijer offers. I don't usually get it because again, this is not even a 4-pound chicken and it being $15.80. You know, it's a little pricey. Katie's Best also has a brand where it's a blue label instead of the green, and that's good too as well. It's not as high as their organic, but it is delicious. So I don't know what she feeds her chickens, but it's just hands down a better taste. I don't know what something they must feed, in the feed for the chickens. But I went ahead and snagged these. This is not quite 4 pounds, and I got it for $8.22. But honestly, my husband and I, we don't sit down and eat 4 pounds of chicken. If I get a chicken, it's usually 5 pounds, and it does us a couple of meals. So I figured this is the better chicken, and I was honestly wanting to find someone locally that sold some chickens, whether they're organic or just, a little bit better than the food store, and pick up, and I hit the jackpot today. I was just thanking Jesus the whole way because I was just talking about it the other day with my husband and my son, and I did leave some. I left 3 chickens there. So, it's not like I took all, but I was, he really did bless us. So I went ahead and picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the Katie's Best organic chickens. Now, all these I'm just going to put in like a gigantic, jumbo freezer bag. They're going straight in my freezer. I fix a whole chicken each week for my husband and I. And so, hey, I've got at least 6 weeks here. Plus, I've got this one here. I did buy a Meijer one a little bit bigger because, again, most of these Katie's Best chickens, they are not over 5 pounds. They're between 3 and a little over 4 pounds. Sometimes I've seen 4.50, but that's about as high in the weight. So I went ahead and snagged the Meijer chicken. And the Meijer chicken I got was $8.49, and it was 5.79 pounds, $1.49. Unlike, if you get the Katie's Best, it would have been $4.49 a pound, but of course, since it's marked down, quite a big price. That's why I snagged it. So I went ahead and got this one because I'm going to be making a casserole and I needed some extra chicken. I went ahead and snagged, again, this is Katie's Best. This is the blue label that I'm talking about. These are tenders. Now, I don't usually buy these because it's quite expensive, but this is about a pound, and a pound of the Meijer tenders was going to be, it was just like $6 something, so it's only like really $1 higher because they marked it down, so I went ahead and snagged this. This is excellent. Like I said, it just has an excellent taste. Went ahead and got some ground beef here. It was not on sale. It was $5.29 a pound, so I went ahead and bought 2 pounds. And then this was the really good deal that I ended up getting. And again, I think I talked about it before. This is Frederick's top sirloin. And you think top sirloin would be chewy. Well, it is if you buy the Meijer brand. It's almost like chewing on a piece of leather. But it's not if you buy the Frederick's by Meijer top sirloin. It's so tender. It is just delicious. And this was right next to the ham, the steaks, and the roast, and I bought 4. They were marked down. And I know they're higher than that. It says 60% off, $4.80. These don't even really have a price. They just have like a sticker on the shelf. So I should have showed you the regular price. It probably was $10, $11, $12, etc. But this is good. So if it's ever on sale, definitely pick it up. Then I picked up some Frosty Paws for my dog. I know we're going into fall and it's so blasted cold. We had frost this morning. Of course, we had frost in September as well. But I went ahead and snagged this. It was not on sale. There's a DiGiorno 3-meat pizza. I snagged it because it's clearance. I guess the box came apart. So they went ahead and taped it. And hey, that's fine. It doesn't have a price on it. But on the shelf, it said it was, oh, here we go. It was $4.87. And I thought that was a pretty good deal because those pizzas are pretty expensive at the store. And then here's some other deals I got that I thought, it's not for Christmas. This is something that I can give to the kids. It's in the middle of the winter. They want something to do, etc. I thought this was nice. Sticker sun catchers, 75% off, $4.25. You cannot beat that. I thought that would be pretty. Then they could put it on the window and look at it. And then I got this. This is again for my granddaughters. I have a granddaughter that's 3 and another one that's 5. She's going to be turning 6. But I thought still the 3-year-old could go ahead and paint that as well. So it's just a unicorn that you can paint. And then it has some seeds in there where you can grow your chia seeds. So it should sprout in 3 to 5 days. So then that way they can, watch it grow during the winter time. They'll have something to do. So all in all, here were the stuff here that I ended up getting. My total was $220.24. It wasn't bad. I did get a lot of meat. So I definitely have meat for a whole month, at least 6-7 weeks, which I think would be a really good thing. And I got a lot of good deals. So let me go ahead and show you my Aldi shopping haul right here. Okay, here's my Aldi shopping haul here. I've got some bananas. I picked up some more of the salad again just to fill in until I can go to Kroger and get their red lettuce. I picked up some spinach. My husband eats that from time to time. I put it in the lettuce. I picked up some original veggie straws. This is actually one for my grandchildren, and granddaughters, and then one for my grandson. They do like to eat these, and I figured this is something decently good for them, not a whole bunch of junk. And I went ahead and picked up my husband another black beans. I'm going to be making a recipe with that. I decided to get some tortilla shells there for my husband. They were only $1.95. So I figured I'd go ahead and try these. Usually I just get the Meijer brand, but I figured I'm going to go ahead and try this from Aldi. I needed to go ahead and get another butter, and the butter again is $3.99. And that is cheap because Meijer is $4.39. I needed some sharp cheddar cheese and then some mild cheddar cheese. And then I got a bag of limes. I needed to get another loaf of bread for my husband. And I ended up getting the eggs this week. Would you believe the eggs at Aldi's were? Eggs this week at Aldi's, $2.16 a dozen. I'm definitely going to get a dozen. That's a good price. And I couldn't believe how much the eggs were at Meijer too. Price of eggs at Meijer, $2.99, so I did get a good deal at Aldi for $2.16. So all in all, here were my groceries from Aldi. My total was $30.20. Wasn't horrible, but again, it doesn't look like I have much for it to be $30. Seems a little surprising, but here I'm going to go ahead and show you my Kroger shopping haul right here. Okay, I went ahead and got some donuts for my husband. Our Kroger has donuts every Friday. You can get a dozen donuts for $5. They already had these pre-boxed when we came right in the door. And I don't know about you, this is just an excellent deal because each donut otherwise is 99 cents. Now, yes, you figure it's just my husband eating the donuts. We're going to freeze them. And then he can go ahead and put them in the microwave and then he can warm them up when he wants a donut. I went ahead and got a couple of boxes of cereal. Now, these were all clearance. And again, it's mostly for my son, my daughter, and then my mother-in-law. If I find one for my mom, of course. So I found some Frosted Flakes, and at $2 and it's actually 64 cents. You cannot beat that price. They're all good till next year. I got Kellogg's Raisin Bran, and that is, whoops, sorry about that. That was $3.88. And then I got the Reese's Puffs here for $2.77. That's a steal. The Raisin Bran, I'm saving that one for my mother-in-law. I'm actually going to give it to her when I get some stuff for, for Christmas for her. But I cannot beat those prices. The dates are good all till next year. We're talking the lowest date was April 2025. So I think that was an excellent deal. Some of the boxes are a little bit ripped, so they had to tape them. If they drop a box and they, hurt it, they have to tape it and then they have to discount it. So, I got a good deal there. Went ahead and got, these are chocolate advent calendars. And my one granddaughter that's 5, she was like, I want a chocolate calendar again. Well, of course, I've got you. But these were just the cutest thing. They love Bluey, and I figured I'd go ahead and get them Bluey advent calendars. I went ahead and got some of this. So my son likes mandarin orange slices, slices. And this is in the cups, and at $1.40. Cannot beat that. And this one is Mott's applesauce cinnamon. And at $1.77, I thought of my grandson. He might want to go ahead and have that, or even my daughter. And this one, it had Texas barbecue brisket. Don't know if it's any good. It was $1.13 clearance, was regular $2.50. Thought maybe my son would like that. And I got a really good deal on the milk. I can't believe it, really. I got milk, $2.07. And so usually, again, I buy 2 gallons and then a half. But, it's cheaper for me to go ahead and just buy the gallon because they had it clearance. So I got 3 there clearanced. And then this one I got clearance for $1.49. And it's good till the 27th, which, again, I go to the store at Kroger once a week. So this is perfect for me. Excellent deal there. I got my 2 red lettuces. I needed some cream cheese, and my husband needed some Rolaids, like for travel, Rolaids. And then I ended up getting this. Now, my daughter eats the pancakes, and I usually sometimes get it if it's on sale. These are crepes. That would be kind of like the Swedish pancakes, the recipe that I have shared online. That's kind of what a crepe is. And these, again, are all refrigerated, so I'm going to go ahead and freeze them. I'm going to give 2 to my son and 2 to my daughter, but I couldn't beat the price. They are regular $5 to $6 on the shelf, and you can't beat $2.27. So I bought all 4. Could not beat the price, and like I said, that's going to cover, my children there. And then this is the other thing I wanted to show you. I'm like in utter just amazement. I'm just thankful. I'm always thankful no matter what, because, again, God blesses me, etc. But I was actually wanting to buy a food processor for Christmas because my little chopper is not, it's just not big enough, when I want to do a recipe, I wanted it bigger, in the container. And I looked down, and this is in the clearance area. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Is that what I think it is? And I'm like, just in shock. I ended up only paying, let me see here if I can show it to you. I ended up only paying $19 and, whoops, excuse me, I have it upside down, but it's $19.68. I could not beat that price. That was just such an excellent deal. It said regular price was $50. So I thought to myself, well, I can't beat a food shopper, or excuse me, a food processor for under $20. I cannot beat it. So I figured I'd go ahead and get it, and then I won't have to get it for Christmas. Or have my husband get it for me for Christmas. So all in all, here were my groceries from Kroger. My total was $73.67. Yes, it's kind of shocking when you lay it all out and you actually see it. But this food processor, like I said, I've been wanting one for, since I made a recipe in my chopper and it just wasn't big enough. So this is probably about 2 months. And I thought I'll just go ahead and, start looking for one for Christmas. And I really hadn't really searched to see exactly what the prices were or, what one I can find. Doesn't have to be the most expensive one. It just has to be the one that has the best quality and does, the best job. So I was just in shock. They only had one on the shelf. In the clearance department of my Kroger, and I'm just tickled to death, to get that under $20. Like I said, I cannot believe it. I'm hoping that it's, all good inside and works perfectly, for that price, because that was just a deal. And with the cereal and the milk, yeah. And, when you're in line, make sure your stuff is ringing up correctly. Because my milk, when I started looking on the computer screen, I was like, hey, wait a minute. I was like, all my milk's clearance. And she was like looking at it because she was trying to charge me $3.89 for one skim milk gallon. And I said, no, that's clearance. She goes, oh, I'm sorry, and changes it. And again, afterwards, I would definitely check my receipt because I've had problems before where things have not rung up correctly or they have overcharged me. I mean, the most they've ever charged me is $12. So, of course, I'm definitely going to check everything. But all in all, I think I did a great job shopping this week. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.